Good morning children. So today we are going to study a very important topic of this lesson, triangles. That is criteria for similarity of triangles. What are the criteria for similarity of triangles? As in earlier classes we have learned what are the criteria for congruent triangles. Yes, the two triangles to be congruent. What are the different criteria we have learned, like SSS, SAS, ASA, RHS. Yes, these are the criteria for congruency of triangles. Yes, in the same way now today we will learn what are the different criteria for the similarity of triangles. Okay, so now firstly you know that when the two triangles are said to be similar to each other, isn't it? The two triangles are similar to each other when their corresponding angles are equal. All the three corresponding angles are equal, and next is when all the three corresponding sides are equal ratio. Only then the two triangles are said to be similar to each other. That is, totally you have 6 elements. When these 6 elements are equal, then the two triangles are said to be similar to each other, isn't it? All the three corresponding sides must be equal, and all the three corresponding sides must be equal ratio. Then the two triangles are said to be similar to each other. Now instead of seeing all these 6 elements, we can see only 3 elements in a particular order by which we can tell that the triangles are similar to each other. That is, first one what we are going to study is AAA criteria. Yes, the first criteria for similarity of triangles what we are going to study is AAA criteria, that is angle, angle, angle. That is when all the three angles of the two triangles are equal, then their corresponding sides will also be in equal ratio, and hence the two triangles will be similar to each other. Okay, this is the first criteria. Then second one is SSS criteria. Okay, that is side, side, side. Okay, that is when all the three corresponding sides of two triangles are in equal ratio, then their corresponding angles will also be equal, and hence the two triangles will be similar to each other. Then third what we are going to learn is SAS criteria. Okay, so SAS criteria means side, angle, side. Okay, so as we learned for congruency of triangles, here also, here angle means it should be included angle. Okay, included angle, and these two sides must be equal ratio. Yes, when the two sides of two triangles are in equal ratio and their included angle is equal, then the remaining sides and angle will also be equal and in the same ratio. Okay, and hence the two triangles will be similar to each other. Okay, so these are the 3 criteria for similarity of triangles. Okay, so firstly AA criteria we are going to learn in the form of theorem. Okay, so this is AA criteria is there for you in the form of theorem. Even the other two are there in the form of theorem, but this time it is excluded from your portion. Yes, because of this lockdown, this has been excluded from your triangles chapter. Okay, and many things are excluded that will go on telling you. Okay, so from this 3 criteria, the AA criteria similarity theorem you have to study for proof. Okay, the remaining 2 will just understand it and know proof for those 2. Okay, so let's begin with AA similarity theorem. Okay, so what is its statement first? Okay, that is, if in two triangles corresponding angles are equal, then their corresponding sides are in the same ratio, and hence the two triangles are similar. Okay, so if in two triangles, now I have drawn 2 triangles, in these 2 triangles the corresponding angles are equal. Yes, that is, angle A corresponds to angle D equal, angle B corresponds to angle E is equal, angle C corresponds to angle F is equal. This is given. Okay, in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, angle A is equals to D, B is equals to E, C is equals to F is given. Then their corresponding sides are in same ratio, and hence the two triangles are similar. So you have to prove here that the two triangles are similar. That is, to prove is triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. This is what you have to prove. Okay, now to each other. Okay. Now, so to prove this, what we have to do is we have to do a construction. Okay. So what construction we have to do is construction is now cut DE line in such a way that AB, the way you cut is now DP must be equal to AB. In such a way you have to cut the line D. Take the measurement of AB and same measurement you have to cut this line DE as DP. In the same way AC equal. What is the measurement of AC? Same equal measurement you have to cut a line of DF. Okay, so name this as Q and join PQ. Okay, and join PQ. This is the construction. Cut DP is equals to AB. The DP length should be equal to AB. In such a way you have to mark the point P. And similarly, and DQ must be equal to AC. And then join PQ. Okay, this is the construction we have to do. Yes, now we have to prove this theorem. Yes, now to prove this theorem, firstly we will take these two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DBQ, and let us prove that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Okay, the first part of this theorem is we have to prove these two triangles are congruent to each other. So write in triangle ABC and triangle DPQ. And now how can you prove that these two triangles are congruent to each other, children? Yes, construction. See, with the construction we have drawn DP equal to AB and we have drawn DQ is equals to AC and angle A is equals to angle D is given. Okay, so by which postulate they are congruent to each other? SAS. By SAS postulate the two triangles are congruent to each other. So let's write that. In triangle ABC and DPQ, AB is equals to DP and AC is equals to DQ, and the reason is by construction. And next is angle A is equals to angle D is given. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ, and by this SAS rule we have applied and proved that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Now when two triangles are congruent to each other, we know that their corresponding angles and sides are equal. Okay, so by that we will get angle B is equals to angle P. Yes, CPCT. This implies angle B is equals to angle P, and reason is congruent parts of congruent triangles. Okay, now B is equals to P, but we know that angle B is equals to angle E given, but angle B is equals to angle E given. Yes, so therefore from these two you can see LHS are equal. When LHS are equal, RHS are also equal. So therefore angle P is equals to angle E. Angle P is equals to angle E we got. Now these angle P and angle E are nothing but corresponding angles. Yes, they are corresponding angles. So when corresponding angles are equal, the lines will be parallel, isn't it? So this implies PQ is parallel to EF. Okay, this implies that PQ is parallel to EF because these two are corresponding angles. So therefore PQ is parallel to EF. Okay. Now in this triangle, now you can see we have learned the first theorem, Thales theorem. Yes. So what was the Thales theorem? If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, intersecting the other two sides, divide Yes, this is because or by Thales theorem. Okay. Now see, dP by PE is equals to dQ by QF. But what we need to prove that the two triangles are similar? We need to prove AB by DB, yes, is equals to BC by EF is equals to AC by DF. Okay, that we need. Okay, so for that what we will do is we will take the corollary of Thales theorem. Yes, what was the corollary of the Thales theorem? I have told you. Yes, we can also write dP by whole side dE. dP by the whole side dE will also be equal to dQ by the whole side dF. Yes, this is corollary of BPT. Okay, so we will take that because that will be helpful for us to prove that the sides are in equal ratio. Okay, so I will write this side, children. Okay, so we will write dP by dE is equals to dQ by dF. This is by corollary of BPT or corollary of Thales theorem. Yes, children? By corollary of Thales theorem. Okay. Now we know that given, what is given? By construction AB is equals to DP. Yes? DP is equals to AB and DQ is equals to AC. This is by construction. Yes? So when these two are equal, we can substitute in place of DP AB and in place of DQ we can substitute AC, children. Okay, so we have taken corollary of Thales theorem. Okay, so now in place of DP I will substitute AB upon DE is equals to DQ is nothing but equal to AC. So in place of DQ I will substitute AC upon DF. Okay, now you can see we got the ratio of two sides equal, that is AB upon DE is equals to AC upon DF. Okay, so now what about the third side, children? How to prove the third side? So to prove the third side, what we have to do is this parallel line, instead of drawing here proving this line is parallel, you have to draw one more line parallel. One more figure you have to draw and this line you have to draw parallel. Prove that it is parallel to DF and then you can get BC upon EF is equal. Similarly, same steps again you have to follow with one more figure. Okay, so instead of doing that we can directly write similarly. Okay, so I will write similarly. If we draw another line parallel to DF we get, let us take this as equation 1. We will get this side. Okay, that is AB upon DE is equals to, if we draw here parallel, if we prove this line is parallel to side DF, we will get AB by DE is equals to BC by EF by the same steps what we followed now. Okay, so this we will keep as second equation. Don't need to prove it once again everything. We will just write similarly. Okay, now from 1 and 2 you can see AB by DE is also equals to AC by DF and AB by DE also it is again equal to BC by EF. So from this 1 and 2 we can write all the three sides are in equal proportion and hence the triangles are similar. Okay, children? I will write it here. Therefore, from 1 and 2, AB by DE is equals to AC by DF is equals to BC by EF. Okay? So, therefore, triangle ABC is similar. This is the symbol of similar, children. Okay? Similar. Okay, for congruency you are putting equal to sign below this, but for similar only this symbol is enough. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQ, then corresponding angles will be equal, and therefore P will be equal to angle E. So PQ will be parallel to EF. Then using Thales theorem, write the corollary. dP by dE is equals to dQ by dF, and then substitute by construction. Okay, and then write this similarly, get the second equation, and the theorem is proved. Okay children, so only this theorem you have to practice it for proving. Okay, the remaining two I'll just explain you. Proof is not there. Okay. So you have to remember the statement, the figure given to prove, construction and proof. All these things you must be able to write and prove. Okay, practice it. It is very important. Now let's see the second criteria, that is SSS criteria for similarity. Okay, so we'll just see the explanation part. Okay, so now SSS criteria states that if in two triangles, consider this as triangle ABC and triangle PQR. In these two triangles, if all the three corresponding sides are in equal ratio, yes, the given is here AB by PQ is equals to BC by QR is equals to AC by PR. If all the three corresponding sides are in equal ratio, then their corresponding angles will also be equal. So if this is there, then angle A will be equal to angle P, and angle B will be equal to angle Q, and angle C will be equal to angle R, and hence triangle ABC will be similar to triangle PQR. Okay children, in two triangles, if all the three sides are in equal ratio, then automatically their three corresponding angles will also be equal, and hence the two triangles will be similar to each other. Okay children, this is SSS criteria. Now next, let us see SAS criteria. Okay, what is the meaning of SAS criteria? SAS means if two sides are in equal ratio and their corresponding angle is equal. Consider the same triangle. Now in these two triangles, if AB by PQ is equals to AC by PR, then which will be its included angle children? AB is by PQ is equals to AC by PR. Then their corresponding angle will be A and Q, only corresponding angle, not any other angle. And angle A is equals to angle P. Then the remaining side and the remaining two angles will also be equal to each other. Then you can write BC by QR will be also in equal ratio, and angle B will be equal to angle Q, and angle C will be equal to angle R, and hence triangle ABC will be similar to triangle PQR. Okay, so this is another criteria by which you can recognize the two triangles are similar or no. Okay children, so I hope you have understood all the three criteria for similarity of triangles. So these criteria you have to use it in solving the sums and proving the sums. Okay, so understand it well. Okay children, so I will show you in the exercise 2.3 they have given you some figures which you have to recognize whether they are similar or not. Okay, so I will show you one example here. angle Q here, one angle is equal and the other two sides are given. Firstly you have to see whether the two sides are sides with this included angle. Is it there or not? Yes, instead of now 70 is included because these two sides they are given. And here also these two sides are given, 70 is included angle. Okay, that you have to see first. Is it an included angle? If included angle is equal, then you can go for the checking the sides. Okay. So now Mn. What is the ratio of Mn by PQ? Okay, Mn measures 2.5, PQ measures 5. If you simplify, 2.5 ones are 2s are, you get 1 by 2. Now see the ratio of the other side. Ml upon PQ. Okay, Ml measures what, children? Ml is 5. Sorry, it is QR. And QR is 10. So again you get 5 ones are 5 2s are, it is 1 by 2. So you can see the ratio of the two corresponding sides are equal and their included angle is also equal. So therefore triangle LMN is similar to triangle PQR by SAS similarity criteria. Okay children, this is the way you can recognize the similarity of triangles based on the 3 criteria what you have learned. So remaining sums I hope you can solve it yourselves. Okay children, thank you.